like a reward, guys. That's good. Oh, hello everybody, good morning and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a fragrance haul. I am so excited about these fragrances. I've collected these fragrances probably for the last month or so, maybe a month and a week or something, but pretty much I got most of these in July. And I'm really excited to share them with you, so let's get right into it. I just want to go ahead and get this one out of the way, and this is Lira by Xerjoff. A lot of people know and love her. I decluttered this a while back. I made a Lemon Gourmands video saying, oh, I don't need them all. I do need them all. This one's absolutely beautiful. This smells like a delicious lemon pound cake or cookie. It is sweet and very vanillic and has a little bit of spice to it, and it's just a very beautiful edible fragrance. I actually did go ahead and upgrade the bottle. I just love the way this bottle looks. I love the girl on the front and I think it's absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm really happy to have this back in my collection and upgraded. Next, I'm going to talk about a fragrance that I sought after for so long. I heard a bunch of people talking about it when I first got into fragrances a few years ago, and this is Black Opium Nuit Blanche. So I always wanted to pull the trigger on Mercari when I saw them, and I don't know, I'm very skeptical about buying on Mercari. I do it occasionally, but I am skeptical sometimes, so I just did not want to. They recently came back in stock on FragranceNet, so if you guys want to go check that out, I would, because they're still in stock right now. But this is Black Opium Nuit Blanche. This one is a creamier and, in my opinion, more beautiful version of the original. I also really like the Extreme, and I think to complete my collection later, I'm probably going to go ahead and grab the late Parfum, but I'm really happy to finally have this in my collection. I love the savory element of the rice note in this fragrance, and honestly, it's not like super different from all the Black Opiums. You're not going to get like a totally different perfume. You could definitely tell it's in the line, but I just think this one's creamier, not as cloying, and I do like that savory element, and it's just a very beautiful flanker of the Black Opium line. I am a Black Opium girly and I really love this fragrance, and I'm so happy to finally say it's in my collection. Next, this one, like many of them, was kind of an impulse buy. This is Vicious Cacao. So I sampled this one, I want to say last year, and I actually really like Maison Tahite because for niche, they're really affordable. You get 100 ml, and if you sample them and you pick right, they're really nice fragrances. They're really easy to wear. So this is Vicious Cacao. I actually really loved this fragrance. I finished the sample so fast and I found myself thinking about it. It has a note of raspberry, it has boozy notes, it has the cacao in here, and overall it's just like kind of, it's not dense. It's not dense at all. This is going to be perfect for the fall and winter. I'm already ready for the season change, or as much season change as I'm going to get where I live. I'm just ready for it to get a little bit cooler, because honestly it's either been hot or rainy where I live, and I'm ready for a little bit cooler weather. But I'm really excited to wear this fall and winter. Very beautiful scent. There's a few that I really like from Maison Tahite. I've only really tried out the chocolate and vanillas. I did get a massive sampler of them from Lucky Scent, but yeah, this is just a really beautiful fragrance. There's some woodiness in here, it's fruity, it's boozy, it's chocolate, there's some vanilla in here. Overall, it's just a really beautiful fragrance, and I advise sampling it at the very least. Again, these are more affordable niche fragrance. This is more of an affordable niche fragrance, and you do get that 100 ml bottle, so something to check out. Next, this is yet another fragrance that I have decluttered and re-added to my collection, and this is Sun Shower by Skylar. So honestly, I think Skylar was getting canceled on TikTok a while back, so I freaked out. I sold all of my I sold all of my perfumes because I didn't want to get canceled and I didn't want people to hate me. But truth is, I really love Skylar perfumes, and there's just something about this one in specific. Like, yes, I love my Boardwalk Delight, but this one is just like a breath of fresh air. I never get tired of it. And if I didn't say it already, it's Sun Shower by Skylar. But to me, this just smells like a morning in a meadow with the sun shining perfectly, and the grass is still dewy. There's trees and leaves and flowers around you, and you're drinking tea, and just the moment's so perfect. And it's just one of those moments in time that really stick with you. This paints such a clear picture in my head, and it just really brings me to a place of peace. And I just think it's so special. It has jasmine tea leaves in here, meadow greens as a note. There's lemon in here, and it's just, or lemon trees. It's either lemon or lemon trees, but this is just a really pretty fragrance. It's very underrated. Now, you can't get a full bottle on Skylar's website, but you can get a full bottle on Sephora. I believe that the rollerball on this is half off on Skylar right now if you want to go check it out. I know some people don't like rollerballs, but this is such a beautiful fragrance. I'm so happy to have it back in my collection, and it's never going to leave me. Very, very underrated fragrance, but I love it so much. So the next fragrance is one I've been pining after for so long. Like, I can't even explain this to you. I've always been like on the low-key hunt for this, but with like low hopes, because I just did not think that I was going to find one that was in a somewhat reasonable price. And this is Le Gout de Parfum, the Alien Le Gout de Parfum, and by Mugler. And oh my gosh, when I tell you, I bought this so fast. So I saw another YouTuber was selling it on Mercari, Tara Olfactories, if some of you guys know her. I have to go check out her channel. I feel like I've seen some of her videos before, but I do want to go check out her channel again. But I saw that she was selling it. I pressed buy so freaking fast. So a while back, I was just searching on Fragrantica, and I stumbled across the Alien Essence Absolute, which I actually did end up acquiring. And then I stumbled across this one, and I was like, I need it in my life. And virtually everywhere it was being sold for like $300. And then also me, I've never bought anything from eBay before. I'm still kind of iffy on buying from eBay. I know it's supposed to be legitimized and mandated, and I know they have their own system and everything. I don't knock anyone that does it. I just have never done it before, so I'm kind of scared. But I saw that she was selling it on Mercari, and I've bought from Mercari a few times. I'm not like an expert on Mercari buying, but I have done it about 5-6 times. So I was so excited. I pressed buy. This one's a very beautiful scent. It has its similarities to Alien Essence Absolute. It definitely has that alien DNA. It's woody, it's caramel. It has caramel in here. And it's just a really pretty fragrance. I haven't had that much time with it, but I'm really, really happy to have it in my collection. Like, for me, I kind of love being on a hunt for fragrances and then finally acquiring them. It's like a reward, guys. But yeah, I like that whole scavenger hunt for things that may be a little bit harder to acquire, and I'm happy it's mine. Something I didn't think I was going to be adding to my collection. It's not that I was like opposed to it or anything, but I just had a decant of it for so long that I was sitting on, and it wasn't until recently that I just really became obsessed with it. And this is Cassili by Parfums de Marly. Now, this is so beautiful. I definitely think it's more of like a leisure wear. This is something that I would want to wear at home or for more of a casual day. But it's so creamy, and there's mimosa flower in here, and it's vanillic, and a lot of people say they get like a peachy or apricot note. I definitely feel that. I feel like it definitely smells like peaches and cream. It's floral for sure, vanillic. It's just a very beautiful fragrance. Now, granted, I am a Parfums de Marly stan. I definitely love them, but I think this is going to be my second to last one that I'm adding to my Parfums de Marly collection. I do want to add Eau Jaune to my collection. Very beautiful fragrance as well, but I absolutely love this. This is gonna get a lot of use. This is probably in my top 3 from Parfums that I own, maybe, or at least top 5. I'm not exactly sure. This might be in my top 5. I would have to double check if it was my top 3. But this is a very beautiful fragrance, very girly, very feminine, and I absolutely adore it. But next we're gonna talk about a more affordable fragrance, and this is Sucre de Coton by Monde Gourmand. So I've recently been like trying to explore Monde Gourmand a little bit more. I honestly think it's a really nice affordable brand with a lot of options. They make a lot of beautiful scents, and I have seen people talk about this one. This one's like a cotton candy scent. It's also kind of fresh feeling, and it smells really pretty. This is an easy just like throw on scent. It is rather sweet, but if you're into that, I think this is like a really nice affordable scent for you. I like it. It does smell clean. It does smell fresh. It smells sweet. I feel like if you like Boardwalk Delight from Skylar, now they're not dupes or anything, I'm just making that clear, but if you like that kind of vibe, I feel like you would like this vibe. And affordable. It's really affordable. They have the same kind of vibe. And overall, I think this is a really good purchase. This was a blind buy. I just ordered it from Amazon. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. Next, I want to talk about a fragrance that I had been sitting on the sample for way too long. And I feel like everybody else probably already has this in their collection. But this is Nuit by Nishane. Now this is just such a beautiful citrus, gourmand-ish, woody vanilla. It's very light, it's very airy, it has black currant in the opening, it's fruity, and overall it's just a really nice vanilla. I love the way it wears on my skin. It is much lighter, much airier than I would have thought, and I just really think this is one of the most perfect vanillas, one of the most beautiful vanillas, especially for people that like a fruitier element, for people that like a more light-hearted element. This is perfect for men or women, and it's very much unisex. Like, it is completely unisex. I would not say it goes more one way or the other. Yeah, I just love this scent. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think this is something everyone should at least sample. At the very least, if you're not planning on adding it to your collection. So happy I have her. Next, okay guys, so this is Dama, Bianca by Xerjoff Casamorati. Another one. I probably should have done them together. I wasn't really thinking. But this is so beautiful. I grabbed a small bottle just because it was really affordable on Fragrance Buy. But this is a beautiful, girly, feminine, powdery, soft, old money energy vanilla. This has powdery florals in here. I want to say it has all 3, iris, violet, and I'm forgetting the name of the third one, but the trio that smells very similar. And it also has a malt note in here. It's vanillic, it's very soft, it's very powdery, it's very beautiful, girly, and it's so elegant. It's truly a really beautiful vanilla. It's one that I did not like in the past, but I'm so happy I doubled back and resampled, which I encourage everybody to do if you don't already. But yeah, this is such a beautiful fragrance. I'm so happy I have it in my collection. I've actually been reaching for this a little bit this summer, and absolutely stunning. But this is yet another I've decluttered and added back into my collection. I really need to stop doing this. But this is Prada Candy Gloss by Prada. So this is one of the fragrances that was like all over my Pinterest board just because I liked the aesthetic before I even got into fragrance. And I remember I even went so far as messaging Prada like, hey, I think I sent them the link to Fragrance Net, and I'm like, is this legit? And they responded back to me like, we can't verify that for you. Like, why don't you try something else? Like, duh. But like I said, this was way before I even got into my fragrance journey like that. I didn't even know Fragrance Net was legit. But I grabbed this, and I'm so happy to have it back in my collection. It is discontinued but can be found on Fragrance Net, and it's a very gorgeous cherry in my opinion. It's more of like a sour, bright cherry lip gloss kind of feeling. It's not like a boozy cherry. It's not a dark cherry. It's very much like electric cherry. It's very much a candy cherry. And it's so pretty. I honestly like this a lot more than I remember liking it, and I think I'm just kind of circling back to designer fragrances quite a bit. I've been really enjoying them lately. They're more affordable than niche, and a lot of them are a lot more mass appealing. And then obviously I was sold on the pink bottle. Like, I'm a girly girl. I love this stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy, and I honestly do think I'm gonna grab a few more from the Prada candy line. I actually really do like the original Prada candy. I've had many samples and minis of it. I've enjoyed it every single time. And then I do want to go ahead and grab Prada Candy Kiss, which is also available on discounters. I've heard a lot of great things about that, so I think I may blind buy that and give a review on here. But yeah, I just really like the Prada candy line, and they all smell, well, all the ones that I've tried smell great. So yeah, Prada Candy Gloss, very beautiful scent and very beautiful bottle. The next one was probably one of the dumbest things I could have blind bought. I don't advise blind buying such an expensive perfume. I am so thankful and so lucky that I actually like this, because when I first sprayed it, I was like, ooh, girl, you messed up. It's Greenwich Village by Bond No. 9. So when I did originally spray this, I got a huge dose of jasmine. Now I can handle a little bit of jasmine, but a lot of jasmine for me just does not, it's not my vibe. But after a few minutes, it just really transformed. This is so complex. So I do understand the BR 540 references. I do not think they should be tied so closely together. This is like completely in a realm of its own. There's some sweetness, there's praline in here. It's very fruity, it's very sweet. There's that heavy dose of ambroxan, which I think is where people compare it. And there's woodiness in here. So there is a few things that would make it feel similar, but this just transforms. It's in a whole league of its own. There's a little bit of ambriness in here. The way it just takes you almost on like a storyline on your skin. I've never smelled anything like it. It's so complex. It's very interesting. It lasts a really long time, and I do have to say I'm pretty satisfied for this being my second Bond No. 9 purchase. Again, if you guys have any other recommendations, I would love to hear them. I still have to try out New York Nights and whatever that other one is. I'm totally blanking right now. I think I did smell them in the Bond No. 9 store. The store associate was bringing me around, kind of just sniffing them all, but I think by that point I kind of had nose fatigue and I just kind of wasn't really soaking in the true essence of these fragrances. So I do want to double back and resample some of them, but this is a really good buy. I'm so happy. I've worn this summer as well, even though it wasn't on my fragrance tray. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make like more consolidated fragrance trays, because like, yeah, I stick to them a little bit, but like not completely. So yeah, this is Greenwich Village. I'm very happy to have it in my collection. I'm so happy it was a successful blind buy. And I did end up getting my Greenwich Village from TJ Maxx. I shop online at TJ Maxx sometimes because there are some good deals. I don't think that is the best deal out there on the internet. You could probably get it for a little bit cheaper off of a discounter, but I also had TJ Maxx points on my card, so I went ahead and applied those and it was fine for me. So next I have Delicious Cotton Candy by Gale Hayman, and this one, I don't know, I've seen it on TikTok before, I've seen the bottle, and I just kind of was always intrigued by it, but I never really placed an order for it. Like, this was never high on my priority list, but when I was ordering the Prada candy, I needed a little bit more to reach my minimum spend for free shipping, which I'm one of those girls, I will definitely buy something else so I don't have to pay for shipping. I don't know why, it's something about it, I hate paying for shipping. So I went ahead and I bought this. Now I do have to say I absolutely love the bottle, and I don't know why I wasn't exactly paying attention before, because I didn't realize that this was like a large cat or like panther or something. I never noticed that before. I always just thought it was like a weird shape on top, kind of imitating cotton candy. But this is so cute. I do have to say it smells a little bit similar to pink sugar, and there is like I don't know if it's just because the bottle's new, but yeah, it's literally just from the bottle. I do get kind of like a weed smell from the nozzle. I don't know why, but the actual fragrance isn't like that. It's actually really similar to pink sugar. I did have pink sugar on my list because it was one that I had and decluttered, and then I was like, wait, I want that for sentimental purposes. So I feel like if you have this, you don't need pink sugar. They do smell really similar. Nice fragrance to just throw on. This is probably something I would wear to bed, something I would spray on my kids, something I would wear on a casual day. But it's sweet. It's very much giving sweet cotton candy. It's very pretty. It's very fun. And I'm happy to have it in my collection. I really am enjoying the bottle. I think that's probably like my favorite part of this whole fragrance. It's pink and it's really cute. I have just a few more things in this haul. These are all decants and or travel sprays because I know I just showed you guys a bunch of full bottles, but I am trying to be more intentional about my purchases. And I got the Le Jet set from Le Monde Gourmand. I did say before that I wanted to try out some more Le Monde Gourmand. I think they're a really nice, affordable fragrance brand. They have a lot of great options. I do want to try the Angel Soiree. It's always out of stock. It's been out of stock and I have not been able to get my hands on it. If you guys have tried that, please let me know how it is because I am like dying to smell it. But it has 7 different fragrances in here. It has Macaron Rose, it has Miel Bébé, which I was super excited to try. I always have had that kind of on my radar. Citron Glaze, which is another lemon gourmand, the matcha, Cell Ocean. That one actually really surprised me. I ended up liking that one a lot more than I thought I would. Fruit de Dragon was probably my favorite one from this set, and I've only sprayed these like once, so I'm just kind of going based off of first impressions, but that one was really fruity and just really beautiful. And then they have finally Lait de Coco in here. I used to have a full-size bottle of it, but coconut, it's a nice fragrance, but coconut and overall is not really like my jam. Like that's not one of my favorite notes ever, like a vanilla would be or a lemon gourmand kind of situation would be. So I just am happy to have it again, but in travel size form. I actually think that's perfect for me. So yeah, it's a really cute set. It's really affordable, and there's lots of options for different moods, days, feelings that you're having. And the last 2 that I want to talk about are 2 different decants. One is from Fragrance Net and the other is from Aura. I just have to say the Aura fragrance decants are absolutely freaking huge. I did not know this was going to be a 15 ml. This is kind of insane. So I have Hypnotic Poison EDT and Hypnotic Poison EDP. I remember sampling this like again way back in the beginning of my fragrance journey, like years ago, and I remember just not liking it. I was like, whoa, like that's so thick, and I did get that Play-Doh smell that everybody else talks about, and I just was not with it at the time. So I contemplated blind buying a full bottle, and then I was like, no, let's be responsible, we're not doing that, because I just don't like the constant ebb and flow of hauling and then decluttering, which is probably still going to happen. I mean, it's one of the things about being a fragrance enthusiast that I think are just kind of inevitable sometimes. But I'm trying to minimize that as much as I can. And I am kind of not sure which one I prefer. Now, I think they're both very beautiful, very sexy, alluring, and very interesting scents. I keep going back and forth. Do I like the EDT more? Do I like the EDP more? I don't think I've had enough time with these to really make that decision for myself, or if I even like it at all, which I think I do. But yeah, I'm really excited to play with these some more, and I'm really happy I have decants as well, because me blind buying full bottles would have not made any sense for me, if that makes any sense. So that is my full haul. I am so happy to finally get on here and share with you guys. I have been literally hoarding these for like the last month, just waiting to share. I don't think I bought anything that's like new. My SIM card got full, so it abruptly cut. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't think I've really gotten anything that was like new. I haven't really been on fragrance TikTok like that. I'm very easily influenced, unfortunately. So I've definitely taken a step back from fragrance social media, but I did finally indulge in some of the fragrances that I've had my eye on for forever. And I have to say, I feel like that was a pretty successful haul. I probably will take a month or so off to recover, but I do have a declutter coming out, and I'm really excited to share with you guys my declutter. And yeah, so with that being said, thank you for making it to the end of this video. I appreciate and love you guys so much. Thank you for spending your time with me. Have a good day, night, wherever you are, and love you guys always. Bye.